just wanted to have a quick word before I started this this video. I really appreciate everybody over the last couple of weeks watching the videos. I'm really getting back into the swing of it, and I'm enjoying doing them. Trying to get as much out as I can, and just trying to keep videos as interesting as possible. It's nothing really been that exciting at the moment. Just a lot of digging, weeding. I just wanted to take a moment just to say that I appreciate everybody's comments on the videos. I really love reading the comments, and I love sort of seeing where everybody's from, who's commenting around the world. It's one of the big parts for me. I really enjoy that. Just wanted to say though that if you are commenting on an older video, you know, so maybe a video from a year ago or a couple of years back, I probably won't see the comment. I've always tried to reply to as many comments as I can, but over the last year or so I've got rid of all the notifications. So I used to get an email, or I used to get a beep on my phone every time something on YouTube would happen. I turned all of that off because it just used to drive me mad, you know, your phone beeping and that all the time. So turn every notification off, which means the only way I get to see any comments is by actually going back onto the video and watching the video. But that's not something I do very often. Generally I will go back over sort of like the previous video I've done, maybe give it a couple of days, go back through, see the comments on there, and then reply to the comments that are on there. So yeah, if you are commenting on older videos, they're not going to be something that I will probably see. Going back through old videos is nothing. It's just not something that I do at all. So do apologise if you feel like you've missed a reply, but I do try and reply to as many recent comments as I can. Also in the comments, guys, I don't ever talk about prices in my videos. I never will. It's just not something that interests me at all. It's pretty boring talking about how to price a job. If I did do prices on videos, then prices on certain jobs, I'm going to get it wrong for everybody. You know, certain people will say that I'm too expensive, certain people will say that I'm too cheap. You know, it's just a lose-lose situation. So I've decided long ago to not bother commenting on any. I've decided long ago to not do any price videos, that sort of thing. It's not really my cup of tea. Go on the Facebook groups. There's plenty of Facebook groups out there that, I mean, literally every single day somebody's asking for help on prices, that sort of thing. So I would recommend going on one of the Facebook groups and having a chat with them, because prices, yeah, it's just not. I'm just a lose-lose situation. If I start doing price videos, and I'm just going to upset somebody, so stay away from it. Anyway, it's extremely wet today, really wet. We had snow at the weekend, real lot of snow in this area, and then since the snow's all gone, all we've had is rain and wet and muck, and so I really don't quite know what I'm going to get done this morning. I'm going to go and have a look at the job where the chickens are and see if I can do anything there. If not, I shall be off somewhere else. So I decided at this job I would finish off this big long bed which I had started a few weeks back, and quite got to the end of it here. Wasn't actually too bad, wasn't too wet on this job. Thankfully it was nowhere near as wet as this cow field. I know the wind sounds pretty nasty on this job, but it was actually quite a nice day to be doing a job like this. The ground wasn't too bad to be digging either. This job, this section which I'm digging, is probably the only section on this big long bed which I've never actually given a real good deep dig before. It has got a certain type of shrub in this bed which comes up every year, but the customer decided we were going to get rid of it. I'm not sure what it was, just came up every year. It didn't really have any flowers on it or anything like that, so we decided to give this section a real good dig over, and we may find something to go in the end here at some point in the year. This long bed along this fence line here is absolutely riddled with bindweed, and I generally find absolutely tons of it. Although I go through it every year and dig out as much as I can, there is always absolutely loads that come out of it. I end up with bags and bags of it every year. I struggle. It sort of goes underneath the fence here on the right hand side. It goes underneath there and underneath all this shingle, and yeah, I'll try my best to get on top of it, keep it back, but yeah, it's just one of those very evasive things that just comes in every year and just takes over. So I managed to make it to about 20 minutes in this garden without the chickens noticing I was here, and then as soon as they noticed I was here, they came running over and basically didn't leave me alone the entire time I was at this garden. As I said it before in a previous video, I don't mind them being here. I do worry sometimes that I'll end up injuring one of them, because they are right under your feet all the time. But I always try to dig a section and then move to a different section so they can have a bit of a go in the bit that I've just dug, and then I'll move to another side and do a bit of weeding. But again, it's not the end of the world. They're quite interesting to have in the garden. Generally at this job I dig the beds all winter long, probably from Christmas onwards. Every visit I come on, I'll be digging the beds over like this. I probably won't get round all of the beds, and before the spring comes round. Once the spring's here, I'll start doing things like the grass, keeping the plants all looking nice and tidy, that sort of thing, and the hedges. So I won't get round all of the flower beds in time, but I'll try and get as many of them done as I can before the spring comes round. Just gives you that bit of head start. So when the real busy time comes, you've just got to concentrate on the nice jobs. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, be good. I'll see you next time.